Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. I never know if I should say Deadfire or not, but I'm gonna just mix it up, mix it all up. Sometimes I'll say Deadfire, sometimes I'll say nothing, sometimes I'll say another name that because I keep forgetting that we are in the Deadfire archipelago, and more precisely, we are at the door of the Kraken's Eye, and there's a little bit of an eye over there. This looks very piratey, and I have things that I need to do. One thing that I've noticed, nobody has told me as of the time of this recording, nobody has told me that in the comments, and I'm glad, because that way I can figure it out by myself. Oh. Okay, I take it back. I take what I said last episode back. This is bigger than Gilded Vale. This is enormous. Oh my god, this is awesome. Population 3,200. Religions to Ondra, Woodica, and Elthus. And then there's the imports over here. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, okay. Leave town and I can... Oh my god, everything is awesome. I just love this sort of UI. It's just the best. What I wanted to look at though was the world map, and I think it might be impossible actually to do that from here. So that I hate, and I will uninstall and go away. No, yeah, I need to go back to the first area because I noticed, because I was watching another YouTuber, Bumpy McSquigums, play this game, and I noticed that he found something that I completely missed in the first area. So we're going back there. We're probably gonna really need to go there. I didn't spoil myself. I just noticed that things were happening, and I was like, no. Anyway, before we do that, before we leave town again, because we have a new team member, Shotu over here. Shoti, sorry. And she fancies it there. And also, we need to talk to her a little bit. Before we do go back, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna meet the locals, and it's all gonna be amazing. Hi. It's just guards and servants. So if I press tab and no name pops up, it's just normal people. Right. Sounds good to me. And that's the Kraken over there. I can steal. Let's find out if I can indeed. Probably not.
Not a sound.
Pfft, yeah, right. Oh, proper stealth now, huh? Huh. Okay. Shh. I mean, I can look at it. It's just Huh. That's interesting. Well, I'm not gonna take it right now. We can get out of here. What do you think you are, a guard? Anyway, let's talk to Shoti over here and see what she has to say.
Hooey! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
Wait a minute. She's saying that because we're in a tavern? Oh my god, I'm gonna miss so many things. If they have contextual dialogue because of that. Anyway, hands braced on her knees for support, she leans forward and sucks in a breath of fresh air. Her eyes never leave your face. A rosy flush slowly brightens her cheeks, and she beams at you, beams you a wide, brash grin.
Tell me what's on your mind.
So, what are your thoughts on Elthus?
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
Can you just disconnect those two? She taps a finger on her lips and hums thoughtfully. What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
The faint trace of a smile forms on the dare's lips.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
Huh. So what's your take on Elthus following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Oh. That kind of explains a lot of stuff then. If this is sort of one aspect of Elthus, the thing that we're following, the other statue, just one aspect of Elthus, that kind of conciliates everything. It's a little bit crazy, but yeah. Tell me about that. I mean, it's not crazy in the sense of it makes sense in the sense of the world and setup of the game, but it is sort of probably going to be hard to accept for a lot of people who follow Aethos, specifically Adair. But we'll see. Tell me about Aethos leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me. Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die.
Especially when a bomb blows up in their face.
As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
Okay, let's speak about something else.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Should you be swearing so much as a priestess?
Reckon not. But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course, I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words. Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
Okay, well, that's all for now.
You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, it really didn't bother me.
Absolutely.
Well, by that I mean, I didn't notice that she swears a lot, but yeah. It is rare to see one of your kind this far north, says that lady over there. Who are you?
Why doesn't Thorol call the guard?
Who? Darmo is babysitting, and the rest are scattered across town.
There must be someone.
Well, there's me. Let's have a chat with these guys. Maybe not. Probably not. Do you know the story behind the Kraken's eye? He asks. No, I don't. Did you see the giant? Last thing we need is monsters like that walking around. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I'm gonna talk to Thorel over there because he seems to be the only person in here who I can actually get a grip with. Oh, I can't take. Are you guys just guarding all the stuff? Don't guard all the stuff. Hey, Thorel, how's it going?
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
Oh, that's bad.
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south.
That's true.
Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
Oh, thanks. What's this about rooms?
We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea. Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill. He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
What if you want to leave willingly?
Ah, well. He's a prat, but he's not so tough. Smack him around if it comes down to it. But I figure a few sharp words ought to do the trick.
How about you pay me instead?
Mercenary type, are you?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll throw in a reward and the discount stands. How's that?
Man, you really... He's really interested in seeing that guy gone.
I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for.
That's right.
Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
Yep, that's why I'm all dialogue and stuff. Because, after all, he didn't really try to kill me, so why would I try to kill him? Unless, of course, he tries to kill me. That's one of the things about RPG dialogues, isn't it? You just say a few words, and they try to kill you. What's this all about? Come on. Yeah. Actually, Pillars of Eternity doesn't do that too much. It's always very justified when people actually attack you. Adieu? What? No, what? Ado and good day. That's a Valiant greeting. It, of course, is. These Valiant, they all say that fucete and all that sort of stuff. That really sounds really nasty. Hi. That's a commoner. Hi.
How does it work?
You inhale. It isn't complicated.
Seems like it is a little bit. Somebody's doing a hacking thing. And then we have...
Maybe I was wrong.
Well, good for you guys. Hey, Norgund?
Ah, a new face. You've heard, of course, that Norgund remains the most reliable and discreet supplier of mostly legitimate wares. Are you looking for something in particular?
Mostly legitimate.
I am an honest merchant, madam, but I confess that the tools I supply have an unjustly sinister reputation. How my clients decide to use these items is not my responsibility, after all.
Sure. Okay, show me what they have for sale. And more importantly, buy all of my crap. Because I have a lot of crap. Specifically, oh, but the problem is I don't actually know what to sell. Well, usually you sell, let's see, I can't sort by? Oh, that's a shame. I'll sell some of this stuff. Sabers. Like, close quarters, I don't think we're gonna need. I'm gonna be able to sell that, and then I keep one of those. What is that? That's just a sword. I might want to keep it around. Yeah, now it's in the party, of course, it's over there, because... Yeah, because that's uses basically the same process as the original game did. Leather armor over here. We got some simple clothing. What? That has base armor rating? Man, that's an improvement right there. Okay, not too bad. That's not too bad. And we can we enchant these things? We can't enchant these, at least not from here. And then we have some hats. These have absolutely no value, no fighting capabilities, so I'll just sell them. And this stuff over here, I could sell it if it was worth anything. I got some hiccups. And obsidian colors over here. I didn't see that. I didn't see that before. Okay, we're good. And you sell some lockpicks, some onyx, and a few other stuff. That's very good of you. And I can respec my team if I want to, which I don't, because I just leveled them up. And I'm fairly satisfied with how this is going. So, moving on. Oh, by the way, I probably should check, actually, how they... Yeah, there's no enchanting here, but... Oh, they did away with the enchanting. Ooh, that adds so many possibilities. I think that's better for the itemization. I'm not really sure why they did the enchanting in the first game. I think it might have been just because of influence from other games at the time and all that sort of stuff. Let's go in. The dear wooden captain, are you here to stay? No, I'm here to quick save and get into your room, sir. Ma'am? What? Do you know the story behind the Kraken? No, I don't, actually. Again, I don't. So, the key... I'm sorry I took your beer. The key, also, it might have not been a beer, was just probably for all of this place. Yeah. There's somebody.
Don't remember ordering more drinks.
Well, Adair is gonna remind you then. Let me equip... So, Adair, what do you have? I don't know. You're medium shields, right? You're the medium shield, yeah. Okay, so that's the reason why you keep the shields with you. That's a medium shield right there. That's not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. So I will put that over there. Look at that. And now he's ready to fight. Because I'm sending him in. I don't know how the game is going to interpret this. But in the first game, no matter who talks to anyone, it's always the main character. Reveler. Barrow. Revelers. Okay, so Reveler is probably... What's that guy? Galeon. I'll talk to this Barrow dude.
Can't believe we're still stuck here.
Well, what's going on then?
Thought I'd locked that thing.
The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. I suppose that's a good thing. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days. Oh, I see what you mean by pickling in a cask.
Thing is, the way doors work, right? And I realize this is complicated, is that you close them, and then uninvited people stay on the other side. Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
Well... Let's try and just strike up a conversation here and see if I can figure out what is going on here, because I might be able to help them, or have them join me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're nice people. Who knows? This place is a mess.
No, that's not nice.
Well...
Things were real comfortable up until you turned up.
He nudges an empty bottle with a boot.
Did Thorol put you up to this? You really want to get your teeth kicked in on his behalf?
Oh.
Get out of here before you regret it.
Is that gonna be how it's gonna go then, is it? Let's see. I'm asking politely.
You're trying to kick us out. Nothing polite about that.
No. I'm not trying to kick you out politely. I'm asking politely. You have a hearing problem, sir. Thorol's pretty steamed. Things are only going to get worse. Galleon looks down at himself and then out at the fouled bedding and the sticky carpets. His shoulders slump.
Well, maybe we did lose our heads a little.
I thought he was pulling off a sort of a intimidation technique there where, I don't know.
You serious? You're going to let her kick us out of our own room?
Come on, you lot. The crew of the Peregrine sails for brighter shores.
Just like that, huh? I kind of wanted you to sail with me, although I do need help with the repair of the boat first. But if you have a boat already, I could have gotten your boat. I mean, these guys... Nah, well, that worked, I suppose. What do I have over here? Poultry? You guys had poultry in here? Poultry meat, I suppose. And you didn't even share. The terrible people. Just terrible people. Also because they smell like pickles. You know that's the second worst smell that anybody can smell like. It's pickles. The worst is another one, but I can't describe it properly because I don't know the word for it. But it is the worst, the other one. I think I might be able to steal from Thorol over there. From back there. Interesting that the game doesn't... Look at that. Look at that. You see? Ah. You see how it basically doesn't... Oh, no, go... Oh. It doesn't let you see the containers when you're far away from them. That's the thing.
Still kicking, eh?
Oh, yeah.
What'll it be?
I cleared out the room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep.
That's true.
The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
Holy moly, 1,200 copper, that is a lot! I mean, I don't know how the inflation goes around now with this game, but that was a lot of money in the first game. A lot more than usually
Still kicking, eh?
I'd get.
What'll it be?
Well, I'd like... Oh, I can hire, more team members, but I'm not going to do that for right now. 3 are enough. Near the game that only lets you have 5, 3 are definitely enough. Why call it the Kraken's Eye?
What else? It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled nearly 7 full crews into its belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day, and for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes. My proudest moment and my dearest treasure. I would not part with it for all the world.
Well, I don't really think... Oh, no, wait a minute. Those things are actually very expensive. They're not necessarily expensive. They're very, very good. In the first game, you only get 2, I think. Because there's only 1 Kraken that you fight. It's used for upgrading, I believe, weapons. And to maximum level. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What can you tell me about Port Maje? It's a huge place.
Guess you haven't exactly seen the prettier side of the place since you landed, right?
Oh, that's promising.
It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Sarahuzi, little Juana village out west. Really is a decent place most days. Good trade, and plenty of money rolling in from Claudio's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home. But I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood.
The song on the background is Ondra's Lament, I believe. The Weeper's Lament? It's the soundtrack for the expansion. A lot of this soundtrack is very reminiscent of stuff that I know, but it's just remixed and it's pretty awesome.
Ain't right doing business sober. I could fix that for you.
Really? Anyway, know anyone looking to make some coin? I could, well, wait a minute. I need someone who can hold their own in a fight. No, that's to hire people. Oh, I can hire some crew members onto my ship.
Not much point to that without a ship.
Yeah.
Come by when you've got work to offer and we'll figure something out.
That's pretty amazing. Okay, I'll take care of that. Farewell. I'll definitely take care of that. This is a very cool line. I really like this. I don't know if it's because it's been hammered into my brain from the first game. This soundtrack that's going on right now, or the track anyway. But I really like that little line. I find it's quirky, and I find it could be less quirky, but how do I leave? I need to leave. How do I... No! Supply. No, what? Oh, this is for another area. Okay, that's why I don't leave through there. Hello and good day, say that all these people.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go. I need to increase the scroll speed, because this is a little bit too slow. No. What? To the Defiant. Leave town. 1 hour and 47 minutes to exit the city. Ah. Interesting. Well, why did we enter through the port if the port is on the other side of town? And also promising things, because... Yeah, we're not gonna go to the Defiant right now. I probably will go up there on the way back. I don't think this... Is this depleting anything up here? There's many things up here. 0 per day. Yeah, we're not losing anything right now. At least I don't think so. So, promising. Promising right now, and my mistake might have actually been good. Definitely having Shoti with me. I really appreciate that. But everyone is just gonna be around this this bonfire. So, what did I miss? What was that I missed?
I'll boil up some water.
And you might have noticed.
Spy at that leg of yours.
And you might have.
Should have seen me with that barrel, Angry.
It's over here.
I showed it who's boss.
The barrel? Did you show the barrel who was boss? Anyway, so yeah, you might have noticed this. You might have already commented by the time I'm recording this. And by the way, for reference, I'm recording this episode on the 10th, on late evening 10th, and so, yeah, that's my problem over here. I didn't go through here, and I saw that. Why didn't I do that? I don't know. That's an interesting question. I guess, I don't know. That's basically how that goes. But we got here fast enough. Just traveled for a bunch of time. And it's all good. Oh. Oh, yeah. The waters here glow an eerie blue, and the cave glistens with reflected light. You can just make out an opening in the cavern wall to the northwest, where the water flows onward. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply, but you cannot see where it leads. I should be able to swim there with the dare. I'm gonna send someone to scout ahead for air pockets. And yeah, right there. Adair sets out at a good pace, cutting through the water with confident strokes. Nearly to the far side of the tunnel, Adair finds a space to come up for air. With a place to rest along the way, the swim should be more manageable. Watcher only check. Really? I wonder if that's hard-coded. Anyway, air pockets provide a much-needed reprieve as you make your way through the cramped waterway. You make short work of the journey. You come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern where sunlight streams in from an opening in the stone. And we're all over here. Okay, so yeah, this is probably taking us to the other place where we were outside, or we saw outside anyway. We got Imp's Harp, or Imp Harp. Whatever. Oh. And we have a ghost. Hopefully it wasn't one of ours.
Told him not to bring that thing in there.
It
Didn't
wasn't.
like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
Animancy tech, that's the first time I see that put like that, because it very much is sort of like that. The ghostly figure paces the length of the small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself. All the while, her long cape flaps with a wind that blows from the in-between. And of course, that would be where the souls go, in between life and death.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
I don't think she's talking to me. She turns piercing purple... Oh, maybe she is. Piercing purple eyes at you. She shakes her head and resumes her pacing. No, I think she is. There's one thing... yeah, actually, this is interesting. The game set up... This game set up what a Watcher is in a very, very specific way that wasn't set up like that in the first game. So it said that we can see souls, that's what a Watcher is, and they can see us as well. And while that was true in the first game, more often than not, and extremely more often than not, when we had visions, we couldn't actually talk to the souls or do anything with the souls. It was specific places where the souls would actually interact with us, and that would happen from time to time, and specifically on recently deceased and all that sort of stuff. They would talk to us, but not all the time. And she is direct. This is one of the occasions where you'd figure, she won't interact with me. No, she is.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore.
What is this thing?
My memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwifts? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Hold on, animancy tech?
Oh yeah, one of the crew got it off those Valian bungholes. The ones what with the fancy ships and jaunty caps. We swipe things from them all the time.
So if you don't know what animancy is, it's basically a science, or it tends to use a scientific method-like thing to study how to interact with souls and how to mess with them. And I say mess with them, but really more sort of, you know, extract them from a body, put them in bodies, put them in places, cure souls. It's got a mixture of everything. It's got a little bit of psychology in it, where it's just treating ailments of the soul in that. It got a little bit of sort of seers or whatever, where by seeing the soul you can kind of not tell the future but tell about the person, and people would exploit those powers, the powers of a watcher, or the reputation of a watcher, indeed, for their own benefit, and just be like, pretend that they know the future, wherein even a watcher can't know the future, can just talk to the souls. But there's other stuff that animancy can do. And animancy was responsible by undead, which in this game are not actually called undead, they're called vessels. So basically the Ingwithians, the guys that, you know, transformed themselves into gods 2,000 years ago or more, those guys, they were the ones that created animancy, and they actually outlawed it at a time, I seem to recall. Sorry about that break. So basically they were messing with the ways of interacting with a soul, and I seem to recall that they were trying to bypass the wheel, so the wheel of life and death, and how the soul gets born into a body, and then when the body dies, the soul goes back to the in-between, and then gets born into a new body, and all that sort of stuff. And what happened was they made it possible that the soul wouldn't leave the body when the body died, and then you can tell what is gonna happen with that. They create similar things to undead. They're not called undead, they're called vessels, because the bodies are actually the vessels of a soul, and it can be anything, really. It doesn't need to be the body of a dead person. It can be anything, and it can still be a vessel, at least theoretically. I don't think we see that many examples of that. But that's what animancy is, and they outlawed it because terrible things, of course, undead. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's got a lot of stuff to learn, and that's one of the many aspects of this world that is very detailed about its lore and its history and how it interacts with everything. But that this guy had an animancy thing. What that is, we don't know. It might have been a soul in a jar. It might have been a jar that had a personality, and I'm kind of curious. Yeah, looks like the rocks here did a number on your boat.
I think I remember something about a boat.
Yeah.
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 And some screaming. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? Well, with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
Well, I'm a watcher. I've got spirity stuff covered.
Now, don't be a spoil sport. We'll have a grand time. Just you wait and see.
The Watcher might not have room for you, but I do, right here in my lantern.
What? Well, guess who's gonna figure that out on a normal playthrough that doesn't, you know, that doesn't screw up like I did. Biting her lip, Shoti sways her lantern of Gone back and forth until it thrums from the essence that's coalesced inside. What's that supposed to do?
Yeah?
Don't yeah me. What is this? This lantern contains a mantle of Adra at its core. In her service to Gone, Shoti has worked tirelessly to collect souls within the mantle so that they can be safeguarded until Eothas returns to Hell once more to oversee the process of death and rebirth. The lantern is well constructed and quite durable. Shoti wields it in the manner of a small shield, and it offers reasonable protection. Okay. I also need to get you better armor. But, oh man, that thing shines so hard. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But I'm out of time for the day, so the better armor needs to come next episode. You know how it is. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying the series, and if you are, you might be new to the channel, or you might have forgotten how I do my Let's Plays. So I have a lot of Let's Plays running at the same time, and I always finish all of my Let's Plays, so it doesn't matter that this game is going to be huge and is huge. It is always going to be finished, unless I just kill over and die or something like that. I will always finish all of my Let's Plays, including this one, but because I have so many of them at the same time, I basically publish more or fewer episodes on this or that Let's Play, depending on how many likes I get on each video. So it's not about the views, I don't want to make it all about the views. I want to make it all about just your say. So if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, because it's always going to come out, or the next many episodes come out more quickly rather than slower, be sure to leave likes down below. That's how I do. So that's why I say at the end, leave a like down below if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. That's what I say. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.